Good morning. So we're going to go ahead and start in either seated or child's pose, your choice. And once you get there, just take these initial few moments to start to settle. To let your body be heavy. And with the next couple of breaths out that you take, perhaps even this sensation of almost kind of sinking down, anchoring down. And actively here, pay attention to your breath. Feel with each breath in here, perhaps a little bit more expansion downward, your abdomen towards the ground, your rib cage towards your thighs, and your back body lifts. And then as you exhale actively here without force, draw the front here of your abdomen up towards your spine, your rib cage tightens, back body tightens. And again, not in a constrictive way, but just a bracing sensation each exhale. And everything draws in. Take 5 more rounds of breath here. Each breath in, just really observing that process, not forcing it, but encouraging expansion. And each breath out here, that inner kind of engagement, self-hug even, however you want to think of it. At the bottom of your 5th round of breath out, there's no rush. Come forward, kind of tabletop hands and knees. And if you arrive up into a tabletop hands and knees, any feel good movement for your spine that you would like. This could be cat and cow if that's really familiar. It's calling to you. This could be just circular motion. If there's any tension, tightness in your low back, you can also add the addition here as you create more of a cat sensation in the spine to allow your hips to slowly kind of sway side to side, drop back towards your heels. And there's no rush to get there. A couple more movements in any which way that you would like. But then make your way gradually into your downward facing dog. Maybe the first down dog in the morning. So just feel it out. Notice here perhaps the lift of your heels, and if so, can you allow them to just sink a little bit more towards the ground, not about touching, but just that idea of encouraging your body to almost kind of relax a bit, to feel the ground beneath you for a moment. And in that moment, really assess and notice how your body feels. And then based upon those feelings, awarenesses in your body, start to move. Did they change? Did they stay the same? Getting a little bit more active here with the muscles of your body. Grip the ground slightly with your fingers and push more into the knuckle portions of your hands. As you inhale, press the ground away from you, almost like you were deepening the pit of your armpit. You're pressing the ground away, lifting your shoulders, lifting your pelvis towards the ceiling. And the next breath out that you take, let your heels be a little bit more heavy. Let your thighs almost slide back in space. And try to encourage here, widening from collarbone to collarbone. So outer kind of portion of your arms. Think of that outer portion almost kind of scooping out and then down. Couple of rounds of breath here. Breathe in, front, sides, back of your body. And as you exhale, actively draw your belly button in towards your spine. Feel your ribs even kind of hug towards center, back body hug. Next breath out that you take here, knees bend a lot or a little. You can step, you can hop, walk forward, come to a forward fold. From your forward fold, feet are hip width distance. Breathe in, lift halfway, side body lengthens. Now as you lift halfway, encourage your ribs to slightly drop back from your thighs. Exhale, tone your belly towards your spine, fold forward. A couple more of those halfway lifts. Breathe in, lift halfway. Try to move for your entire breath. And as you exhale, belly button draws in and up before folding. 2 more times, find your own breath. Soften the muscles of your jaw, your face. Bottom of your breath out, knees bend a lot. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach your arms out and up, stand tall. Exhale, breath, palms press, hands come together at the center of your chest. Take a full round of breath in, eyes can be open or closed. Open or close mouth, exhale, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, reach your arms out and up, stand tall. Exhale, belly button to spine, bend your elbows to a 90-degree bend, little baby back bend, chest is open, that's priority. Inhale, stand back up. Exhale, knees bend, fold from your hips. Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, breath, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Release your left knee, release the top of your left foot, and push down through the top of your foot, push down through your heel. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Now spine is long, pause here. Think of your tailbone almost lengthening down as your arms lift you up and out of your lower back space. Next, exhale, elbows bend to a 90. Pelvis moves forward, but keep pushing into the top of your left foot. Little baby back bend on the inhale. And as you exhale, just release your arms down, hands come down, frame your front foot. Curl your left toes under, lift your left knee, step back, down dog. Full breath in your down dog, knees bend a lot or a little. Exhale to the top of your mat, however you want to get there. Might not be pretty, that's okay. Inhale, lift halfway, side body lengthens. Exhale, draw your belly button away from your thighs, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach your arms out and up. Palms press, hands come together at the center of your chest. Close your eyes if you would like. Take 1 full round of breath. Bottom of your exhale, release your arms, inhale, push down through your feet, lift your arms out and up. Think of lifting out of your lower back, exhale, baby back bend. Navel to spine, elbows bent here. Inhale, stand back up, straighten your arms. Exhale, fold from your hips, knees bend. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bend your knees. Plant your hands, step your right foot back. Release your right knee, release the top of your right foot. Inhale, push down, lift your arms out and up. Pause. Tailbone lengthens downward as your arms lift you out of your lower back, thinking of lengthening 2 directions. Exhale, bend the elbows. Pelvis moves forward, but keep pushing actively through the top of your right foot. Next, exhale, hands come down from your front foot. Curl your right toes under, lift your right knee, step back, down dog. Inhale, knees bend a lot or a little. Exhale, step or jump forward, top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, side body lengthens. Exhale, fold from your hips. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach your arms out and up. Palms press, hands come together at the center of your chest. Close your eyes or keep them open. 1 full breath cycle. Bottom of your exhale, release your arms, inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, breath, baby back bend, elbows bend. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold from your hips. So knees bend, spiral the thighs wide as you fold. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Release your left knee, release the top of your left foot and push. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, elbows bend. Pelvis moves forward, shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale, little baby back bend. Exhale, just release the arms, low lunge. Step back, down dog. Full breath in your down dog, knees bend a lot or a little. Exhale, step or jump forward, top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift, shoulder blades squeeze, keep the chest open as you lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach your arms out and up. Palms press, thumbs together at the center of your chest. Breathe breathe out. Now keep your heart space open here. Take a full round of breath in. And exhale out. Soften your shoulders and clench your jaw. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Last time moving through this. Exhale, baby back bend, elbows bend. Try to get elbows wide here. Inhale, stand back up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Release your right knee, release the top of your right foot. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Lengthen your spine 2 directions. As you exhale, bend your elbows, belly tones. Inhale, little baby back bend. Exhale, just release your arms down, frame your front foot. Step back, down dog. Pause in your down dog, take a full breath cycle in and out. Heels heavy, think of pressing the ground away from you, deepening the pit of the armpit, and almost kind of pulling your hands apart to get wide collarbone to collarbone. Next exhale that you take here, release your knees down onto your mat, come to a tabletop hands and knees. Now as you arrive at tabletop hands and knees, just walk your hands out in front of you at handprint distance. So they're out from underneath your shoulders. And then let your entire upper body shift forward till your shoulders are once again stacked over the wrists. Now fingers are spread wide, push more into the knuckle portions of your fingers. And then actively pull your hands slightly apart. Press the tops of your feet into the ground. Now knees is like as if you were trying to pull them apart fully. Think of outer thighs pulling away from center, but they're not actually going to move. Tops of the feet push down. Belly draws in and up, especially on the exhale. Inhale, breath, think lengthen your spine. This exhale, here slowly lower halfway. Elbows hug in by your sides, belly draws in and up. Inhale, push the ground away. Straighten your arms once again. Exhale, belly draws in and up, lower halfway. Maybe it's even a quarter of the way down. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, breath, lower just once more. As you press back up, curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back. Adjust the distance between your hands and feet if you need. Breathe in, knees bend a lot or a little. Exhale, step or jump forward, top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift, side body lengthens, push down through your feet. Exhale, breath, fold from your hips. Inhale, stand tall, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, this time knees bend, chair pose, hips reach down and back. Now as you arrive into your chair pose, take a peek down at your feet, your heels, press downward through your heels, and then without changing here, the movement of your knees or the kind of positioning of your knees, pull your thighs apart. Draw your belly button in and up like you were trying to lift it away from the front of your thighs. Now keep all of that awareness, bend your elbows to a 90. As you bend your elbows to a 90, you might feel your upper body kind of dip downward. Now lift your chest just enough that you can create a little bit more openness, but you don't change your core. Belly draws in and up. Heels pull apart, take a big breath in here. As you exhale, find that inner activation, that bracing sensation, turn towards the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, breath, same thing. Find with your breath that inner engagement, then rotate to the left. Once more, come back to center, breathe in, extend the arms forward, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, knees bend, hands plant, step your left foot back. Left foot and left knees gonna stay lifted this time. Left hand is light on the ground. Inhale your right arm up, turn your chest, turn your ribs open towards your right inner thigh. And then as you breathe out, reach your right hand back behind you. Know the alternative left knee could always lower you in like here. Next, exhale. Right arm comes back down, frames the right foot, hips move back, half splits. Right toes can stay planted or they can pick up off the ground. Breathe in, rebend your front knee, come forward, lift the back knee, step back, down dog. Full inhale breath here. As you exhale, heels heavy, thighs push back. Now, alternative here, 1 and 2. If you would like to stay in your down dog, release onto your knees, find an extended tabletop like we just did. You are welcome to do so. If you would like to take it into a plank pose, as you inhale, lift your heels high, think of a wave-like motion. So think cat spine, arch around kind of your spine as you come forward to a plank. Adjust the distance between your hands and feet. Again, alternative to would be knees lowered. Take an inhale, breath, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, belly draws in and up, lower, all the way down with control. As you lower all the way down with control here, hands are going to come off of your mat, tense your fingers. You're going to lift up onto fingertips. Elbows will bend in a way that the backs of your arms face towards the ceiling. As you inhale, think of lengthening and almost kind of pulling your fingers back as you slide your chest forward. On your exhale, tone your belly. Your belly button lifts in and up. Sternum, chest is going to pull forward. Take an inhale breath, draw your shoulders down your back. And as you exhale, release back down. Hands come underneath your shoulders, push up and back, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, louder a little. Exhale, step or jump forward, top of your mat. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, breath, hold. Inhale, rise your breath all the way up, stand tall. Think of lifting up and out of your lower back. And as you exhale, chair pose. Now as you arrive into your chair pose, check in with your low back, make sure there's not any increased arching. Draw your front ribs back, draw your belly button in and up. Heels push down and pull apart. Elbows bend to a 90, but don't lose here what you created within your center, within your lower half. Take an inhale, think of lengthening, little lift to the chest. As you exhale, belly draws in and up, turn towards the left. Now if your right knee travels forward, you are welcome to let it. Inhale, come back to center, lengthen out. Exhale, tone. Make sure you're not dumping your chest, rotate to the right. Elbows stay wide here, shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale, back to center, extend the arms, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands. Step your right foot back. Right knee can be lifted here or the alternative lowered. Right hand is light, inhale your left arm up. Turn open towards the left. As you exhale, left arm's gonna reach back, almost like you're reaching towards your right heel. Turn your left shoulder open. And then release your back knee if it isn't already. Release left hand down, frame your left foot, half splits. Send your pelvis back. Full breath in, think length through the spine, chest is still open though. As you exhale, rebend the front knee, lift the back, step to down dog. Stay here. Or next inhale breath, think of that wave-like motion. Come forward to a plank or drop the knees. Exhale, lower all the way down with control. Think of almost resisting the ground so belly doesn't dump towards the ground, you're lifting it away. Arms are gonna bend here. Fingers will come off of your mat, tent the fingers. And triceps face the ceiling. Inhale, pull your fingers back. Slide your shoulders down your back. As you exhale, belly tones. Lift your sternum, lift your chest forward and up. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in. Exhale, release back down. Push up and back. Down dog. From your down dog, inhale, knees bend a lot or a little. Exhale, step or jump forward, top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, breath, fold from your hips. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, chair pose. Lift your front ribs up and away from the thighs, pull back. Elbows bend to a 90. Sternum, chest lifts here, so chest is open. Shoulder blades squeeze behind you. Breathe in. Exhale, tone your belly. Find your neutral pelvis, rotate to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate to the left. Second time, inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate to the right. Keep your chest open though. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, center, extend the arms, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, side body lengthens. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your left foot back. So as you step your left foot back here, both hands will come to the inside of your right foot. Release your left knee. You're gonna set up your runner's lunge. So as your right toes are facing forward, you can keep them that direction. Or if you would like, you can angle your toes a little bit out to the right. And then just try it out. Come forward a bit. Push the ground away though. So the key here, a little bit different than your typical here runner's lunge, is you're pushing through the top of your left foot a lot. Or if your left leg is lifted, you're pressing your back of your left thigh towards the ceiling actively, pushing through your right heel. Belly draws in and up on each exhale. So core is active, legs are active. You can stay kind of forward, you can move forward and back if you would like. Kind of filtering between a runner's lunge and half splits. Take one more full round of breath wherever you are at. And then walk yourself here to the left. So we're going to come to a wide-legged fold. So you're going to come to the left long edge of your mat. Toes will face here parallel to one another. If you would like, they can be slightly pigeon-toed. Hands can come to your hips if you want a little bit more core activation, a little bit more stability required, or hands can come to your shins. Take an inhale, lift halfway, knees bend. Spine gets longer, two directions. As you exhale, draw your belly in and up. Keep that fold forward. Hands can release if you would like. Press down firmly through your heels. And then think of a subtle pull of your feet apart. Does that change the sensation? Now you're only working here with your body. If you're pulling to the point where you feel like you're clenching your muscles too much, you're tense, rigid, lessen it. Full round of breath in here. Complete exhale out. From your forward fold, let your left hand come to the center of your mat. Reach your right arm out to a half T. Knees can be slightly bent, weight is forward in the toes. Take an inhale breath here. As you exhale, draw your belly in and up, turn your chest, turn your ribs open towards the right. Continue to think shoulder blades squeeze behind you to open through your chest. Next, exhale breath, release your right hand down. Switch. Left arm out to a half T. Take an inhale breath, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, tone, and then turn your ribs, turn your chest open to the left. Shoulder blade squeeze, see if you can find a little bit more space in front of your chest. Exhale, release your left hand down. Knees bend, hands come to your hips. Inhale, slowly pull your feet apart, rise all the way up, push the ground away. Heels go in, toes go out. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, bend your knees, bend your elbows. Squat down. Belly draws in and up, rib cage pulls back. Inhale, stand up, push through your heels. Exhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Shoulder blades plug down your back once more. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale to warrior two on the right. So bend your front knee, reposition your feet as you need. Arms open up to a T shape. Shoulder blades still active in the middle of your upper back here to keep your chest wide. Front knee, take a peek, make sure it's not dipping inward. Spiral the right thigh wide. And then almost think of dragging your right heel back a little bit. Belly draws in and up, tailbone lengthens down. Inhale, flip your right palm, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Push into the ball of your right foot a lot. As you exhale, low lunge. Now from your low lunge, wiggle walk your right foot wide, come back to that runner's lunge position. Belly's gonna tone in and up on the exhale, step it back to a plank or an extended tabletop. Full breath in there. Exhale with control, elbows hug in tight, slowly lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra, pull back, plug the shoulders or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full complete breath in here, knees bend a lot or a little. Exhale, step or jump forward, top of your mat. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, breath hold. Inhale, stand tall. Think of tailbone lengthening down as your arms lift up. Exhale, breath, chair pose. Last time here. Belly draws in and up, elbows bend to a 90. Make sure you're not kind of rounded forward, but you're thinking length, you're thinking lifting, opening the front of your chest. Take an inhale, breath here. As you exhale, belly tones, turn to the left. Inhale, back to center. Make sure belly doesn't dump forward. Exhale, tone, then rotate. Use the strength of your center to rotate you to the right. Inhale, back to center once more, both directions. Exhale, turn to the left. Relax your jaw, relax the muscles of your face. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale, back to center, extend the arms, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Left foot forward, right foot back, or find runner's lunge. So both hands come inside of your left foot. Back knee can stay lifted, back knee can lower. Press the ground away from you. Left toes can be forward, left toes can angle to the left. You can stay, you can move. Whatever you decide, I encourage you to try out a couple of things, trial and error, and that'll help kind of determine where to go next. Keep the back leg active. Keep the front heel pressing downward when that makes sense. Belly draws in and up on the exhale. One more full round of breath in and out. Take it into your wide-legged fold by lifting your back knee. Hands are going to walk now to the right. Feet will be wide. Toes will either face the same direction, or you can take a slightly angled approach. Feel it out in your pelvis. Make sure it feels right for you. Now hands can come to the hips, or arms can even come out to a T this time, but a little bit more demand on your center. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Make sure low back does not arch. As you exhale, draw your belly in and up. Now try to keep that full with that engagement. You might stop sooner than you typically do. And then find a little bit of softening, a little bit of ease once you find your kind of point of fold. Weight comes a little bit more into your toes rather than your heels. Knees can bend a lot or a little. Just make sure thigh bones aren't collapsed inward. There's this sense of kind of widening, of spiraling wide. All right, we'll take the twist. Right hand will plant down to the center of your mat. Left arm out to a half T. Take an inhale. Try to think of lengthening your spine like your halfway lift. As you exhale, tone, then turn your ribs. So shoulders, arms are kind of along for the ride. That rotation of your ribs is really the emphasis priority. Next, exhale, release left hand back down. Switch, left hand will take the place of right, your right arm out to a half T. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, draw your rib cage back, turn towards the right. Shoulder blades squeeze, get the front of your right shoulder up, back and away. Slowly release back down to center. Hands will come to your hips. Rise up, pull your feet apart, drive down through your heels. Once you lift up, heels in, toes out. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Think space, take up space, create space. As you exhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Squat down, shoulder blades here. Plug. Inhale, stand back up. Exhale, draw down. Front ribs pull back, make sure low back isn't arching. 2 more. Inhale, stand back up, drive down through your heels. As you exhale, warrior 2 on the left. So left toes will dial to face the front of the mat, right heel is down. Adjust the positioning of your feet. And then check in with your front knee, make sure it's not dipped inward. There's this spiraling wide of your outer left thigh. Left heel, push it down and think of dragging it back. Back foot hugs in towards your left heel. Flip your left palm, inhale, reverse your triangle. Straighten your front leg, left arm lifts. As you exhale, take it down, low lunge. Both hands will come to the inside of your left foot, your runner's lunge. Now, depending upon your body here, press the ground away, step it back to an extended tabletop or plank. Pause. Inhale, breathe into your front sides back. As you exhale with control, lower halfway or all the way. Know that knees can always lower, especially if your pelvis is dumping. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Pull the heels of the hands back. Chest is open, belly's a little bit toned, protect the low back. Exhale, down dog. Heels heavy, thighs push back a bit. Breathe in, knees bend a ladder a little. Exhale, breath, take it forward, top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach your arms out and up. On your exhale breath, hands come together at the center of your chest. Weight's gonna transition right away into your right foot. Left leg's gonna bend behind you to a 90. Now hands can stay at the center of your chest, hands can release alongside your body, they can come to a T. Whatever creates more balance. Grow longer, grow taller within your spine. Take an inhale breath, little lean forward, bend the front knee. Left heel, squeeze it towards your left glute, lean forward. Arms are gonna shoot forward, back leg's gonna shoot back, warrior three. Spiral the right thigh wide. Bend your right knee with control, slowly lower your left toes. Now as I'm reaching my left toes, my upper body's leaning forward to counterbalance. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, palms together at the center of your chest, leaning forward. Drive down through your right heel. Spiral your right thigh wide. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, belly draws in and up, rib cage pulls back, turn towards the right. Now left elbow key here, it's not gonna land. You're turning, almost kind of like a dial. Turn, turn, turn. Back knee can always lower as an alternative. Now instead of letting that left elbow land, arms are gonna open up to a full T shape. Turn your right shoulder open. Right arm can even reach back if you would like towards your left heel. Steady your breath. Take an inhale, rise back up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open up warrior two. Flip the right palm, inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg, right arm lifts up, reaches back. Now as you exhale, draw belly button in and out, right side body. Use that to lift your back up to center, arms up to a T. Front leg is still straight, hands will come to your hips. Just a little baby turn to the right. Back foot can step in if you feel too far apart, like you're doing the splits. But we're gonna look down at our right foot here. Push into the ball of your right foot so much so that you lift your heel. Or you think of getting light on your heel. Now we're just gonna pause and breathe there. With your hands at your hips, great feet back here for your pelvis. Make any adjustments you need to create more of a neutral pelvis. Now keep that push into the ball of your left foot. If you're gonna lift the right heel, or actually lifting it. Take an inhale, extend both arms up, lengthen two directions, lift up and out of your low back. As you exhale, create stability for your center, tone your core, start to slowly take it forward. Now if your heel is lifted, it's going to create more demand for the muscles of the back of your right leg, so you can always lower it, but keep that sensation. Once you come to that sweet spot of stretch and strength, release your right hand, left arms out to a half T. Inhale, breath here. As you exhale, draw your belly in and up. Turn from your core open to triangle pose. Chest is open, shoulder blades squeeze. Left arm, you can take it into a half bind if you would like to create a little bit more opening across the front of the chest, front of the left shoulder. Take a peek down at your right thigh, last little detail. Imagine here spiraling your right thigh wide without changing your pelvis. So right thigh almost kind of opens to the right. Take one more full breath cycle. Release to a low lunge. Hands come down in front of your front foot. Both hands come to the inside of your right foot, runner's lunge. Step it back to an extended tabletop or plank. Take an inhale in preparation. Exhale, slowly lower halfway or all the way. Elbows hug in tight, shoulders are plugging down your back. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, knees bend a lot or a little. Exhale, step it forward, top of your mat or jump. Breathe in, halfway lift. Keep the space across the front of the hips as you exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach your arms out and up. Tailbone lengthens down, palms press, exhale, hands together at the center of your chest. Weight comes into your left foot right away, right foot bends behind you, right leg bends behind you to a 90. Try to find shoulders stacked over your hips. Now hands can stay at the center, they can extend out, they can come to your hips. Grow longer, two directions. Take an inhale breath, softly bend your left knee, lean forward. As you lean forward, right heel, squeeze it towards your right glute. Next breath in, warrior three, shoot the arms forward, shoot the right leg back. With control, bend your left knee, slowly release your right toes down, but I'm leaning my upper body forward to almost counterbalance. Inhale, stand up, high lunge. Palms press, exhale, lean forward, prepping for a twist. Make sure this left thigh does not collapse inward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, belly tones. With control, almost like a dial, you're turning. Rib cage is the rotation. Right elbow's not landing. Back knee can always lower. Right arm's gonna extend long. Left arm's gonna lift up. Turn your chest. Don't use that bottom arm as your leverage. Spiral the left thigh wide. Next breath in, high lunge. Exhale, both feet solid ground, open up warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Now think here, left obliques, your core. Bring yourself back up on your exhale to center. Upper body straight up. Hands come to your hips, front knee stays straight. We're prepping for triangle. Take a little baby turn to the left. So you're just kind of turning, instead of being open, you're turning a little bit more to the front of your leg. Back foot can step in if you feel like you're too far apart. Look at your left heel, left foot, and work to push it to the ground, so much so that you start to think of lifting your heel or actually lifting it. And then we're just gonna pause and hang out there. So trying to activate here the muscles along the backside of your left leg to protect your knee. Create a little bit different here, demand on the body. Now hands at your hips, find your neutral pelvis, or make any adjustments to find a somewhat neutral pelvis. On your inhale, arms are gonna extend up, lift up and out of your lower back. So arms are active, tailbone down. As you exhale, slowly begin to fold towards your left shin. Now you're pressing so much into that ball of your left foot. If your heel lifted is too much, lower the heel, but keep that same action. Once you get to that sweet spot of strength and stretch, release your left hand. Right arm up to a half T. Inhale. As you exhale, belly draws in and up, front ribs pull back. Think of that dial turn open to triangle pose. Make any adjustments that you need. Thinking of your center being stable though. Top arm can stay extended or take a half bind here. Take a peek down at your left foot, last little layer here, without changing your pelvis, without letting your hips kind of flare behind your heels. Imagine left thigh spiraling wide, and then push the ground away. One more full round of breath in. Complete exhale out on the exhale, low lunge. Hands come to the inside of your left foot, step it back to an extended tabletop or plank. Inhale in preparation. Exhale with control, lower halfway. Elbows hug in tight, shoulders don't dump. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Last and final down dog, taking movements you would like. Just compare and contrast with the first time you were here. Make sure you can get wide from collarbone to collarbone, so the distance between your hands provides that space, that ability. Depending upon your energy level in the moment, you can release down onto your knees for an extended tabletop. You can think of that wave-like motion, come forward, but slowly, like there was a count of 8 attached, lower all the way down. Let the front of your body almost resist the ground, so you're not letting it dump towards it. Lower all the way down. Once you lower down, flip to lie face up, please. And then knees can take just a windshield wiper kind of motion side to side. Now this might be a familiar movement for you. I want to encourage you to notice the rotation of your hips as you are moving side to side. So one hip is turning open, one hip is turning in. And the next time that your knees find center, pause there. Arms will come long alongside your body. We're prepping for bridge pose, palms face down. Slide your shoulders down your back underneath you, lengthen the back of your neck. Take an inhale breath, just in preparation. As you exhale, belly draws in towards the spine, and then a little lift towards your nose. Push into your heels, lift your hips up, bridge. If you can here, try to let the front of your pelvis, your hips, almost turn down towards the ground as you lengthen your tailbone towards your knees. Press your palms, your arms actively into the ground, and then almost like you're gonna rip your hands apart here, rip your mat apart, pull hands wide. One more full round of breath here. Slowly, mindfully roll back down. Left leg will extend long, hug your right knee towards your chest. Take a big breath in here. And as you exhale, left hand will release out to a half T, right thigh, right hip, let it turn open to the right. Challenge being, don't lean to your right, don't let your left kind of bum lift away from the ground, keep it anchored. Full, complete breath in. Now as you exhale, draw your right knee back to center, so shin is facing the ceiling. Left hand's gonna grab the outer edge of your right knee, guide it across your body. Right arm's gonna release out to a half T. It's almost like we switched directions. We did switch directions. Gaze will look towards over your right shoulder. Try to keep both shoulder blades connected to the ground. If there's any pinching or discomfort within your right inner hip, no left knee can always bend here, or you can lessen how far your right leg goes across your body. Take one more full round of breath in and out. On your exhale, slowly, mindfully guide your right leg back to center. Right leg will extend up towards the ceiling just for a moment. Point and flex your right foot, roll out your ankle. And then release your right foot down here, knee is bent. Left knee will bend, palms press alongside your body, bridge pose. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw your belly button downward, push into your heels, lift your hips up. Now low back, it's not arched or increased here. Front ribs, they're not flared forward. Encourage them to draw back towards the ground. And a little bit more of a heart opener this time. Instead of pushing palms down and pulling wide, one by one, without changing your low back, roll your shoulders underneath you. If you can imagine trying to surround a pencil. And then readjust here if your low back or pelvis change. Take 2 more full rounds of breath here. One by one, roll your shoulders back out from underneath you and slowly lower down. Right leg will extend long, left leg will draw in towards your chest. Breathe in here. On your exhale, right arm releases, left knee is going to turn open to the left. Your left arm is supporting your knee as much as you would like. Again, right here, hip bone is not lifted and turned to the left. You're keeping it anchored down. Breathe in, come back to center with your left knee. Take it into your spinal twist. So left leg's going to cross over the right side of your body. Left arm will come open to a T. If there's any pinching or discomfort within your inner left groin, hip, know that right knee can bend. You can omit it entirely as well. Take one more full round of breath here. Bottom of your exhale, come back through center. Right leg is still long. Extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Point and flex your left foot. Roll out your ankle. And in your own time, release your left foot. Left knee is bent. Right knee will bend to meet your left. Take a moment just to pause here. Feet are going to come wide. Knees will kind of knock inward. One hand to the center of your abdomen, one hand to the middle of your chest. And with those points of contact to your center, just take a moment to pause and breathe here. Next breath out that you take, allow your knees to once again here. Move to hip width distance. Feet to come back to hip width distance. Legs can extend long. Move through any final movements that you would like. Arms can come alongside your body. Move into here. Final resting pose, and this resting pose today is going to be short and sweet. So I'm going to time out roughly a minute. If you would like to incorporate any props that block, you come underneath your pelvis. If you want to open up across the front of the hips a bit more. And allow your breath to fall back into its natural rhythm and peace. Jaw to relax, to soften. Just really giving yourself this time to cultivate peace from within. We should kiss each other so walk into it like a stranger girl, and I already know your name. Please know you are welcome to extend this final resting pose, this ease, stillness. You are ready to transition back into your day, your morning, afternoon, your evening, whatever time of day. Deepen your breath. Gradually reintroduce movement back until you make your way to rest on either side. As we start to slow down, peel back the layers of our everyday life or stress or worry or fear or hesitation. Connect to this inner wisdom that is always within us. You just have to be willing to listen. As you go on with your day, I encourage you to consider setting the tone within yourself. As you are ready, lean towards the ground, press into and lift yourself up to seated. Your eyes can stay open or closed if you would like. If you are staying settled in your Shavasana, stay there. Hands can rest onto your lap or they can come together in the center of your chest for longer, taller. Take a moment just to pause in gratitude for your body, to acknowledge it. And if you would like, fold forward, sealing in your practice in that gratitude, peace. Namaste. As always, thank you for moving with me.
So